just keep in mind that bad positions tend to snowball, and that's why fights will end up feeling bad. Don't roll forward ever. This is my #1 problem I have with Cassidy players. Never roll forward unless this guy is 1 HP. Unless he's 1 HP, and the only way you're gonna kill him around the corner is by rolling forward. Then use it by all means. But otherwise, never, ever do this. It's so bad. You're gonna die. 95% chance you die right now. Let's see. Oh, and would you look at that? Tail is correct once again. This play is terrible, dude. Never roll forward. I don't care what's going on. Pretty much never roll forward. It's like almost always bad. Shoot monkey. We're making an egregious error. We are not taking a position right now. We are currently AFK. We are currently twiddling our thumbs. We are currently on TikTok in the middle of the game. Okay, we need to do literally anything else. I don't care what you do. You can come here. Come top left. You know, go fishing. Okay, come out here. Bam, bam, bam. Murr's dead. Or you can come out here top right. I don't care if you do this one either. This one's fine. Come up here. Contest this Sombra so she doesn't take space. Part of taking angles is so that when the enemy team comes to take space, they're like, oh my gosh, this space is not free. Shoot the tank. Shoot the tank. You know what would have gone crazy right now? Big flank play. You know what would have been crazy? You know, an insane play here actually would have been, this whole time, we're thinking to ourselves, man, where do I want to be next fight? So I think they haven't really used Blade in a while, so maybe, what do we have for ultis? We actually have only Primal. Primal's not really going to help me at all. That's more to like bail out the monkey. So I think probably my best play is going to actually be to do something ratty, because I don't really know how I'm going to deal with the Genji otherwise. So maybe my best play is going to be to maybe play in this mini room and look for a timing on backline when they do push up, because I know when they push up, they're going to have to commit, right? They're playing Genji, Sombra, Monkey. So maybe I'll look for something here. You know, there's a chance I die, but even if I die, oh well, I had a plan in mind. Or, you know, I know they're going to blade, so let me try to consciously play a little bit further back. I'll play on this truck maybe, so that when I know they dive, I'm not in dash range, even with double dash, okay? So that means I'll be a little bit safer. But here's the problem. We don't even think about anything. We're kind of just like, man, I hope I don't die. Like, I really hope I can shoot these guys. Like, that's what we're thinking in our brain right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another VOD review. We're going to be looking at our friend King Kai 29 on the good old Route 66. Say it how you want. Either way, it's the same map. All in all, I've kind of changed my mind on this a little bit. I actually think Route 66 is a not bad Cassidy map. There are quite a few options you have. Of course, second is going to be quite an awkward point for you. I can't say this point's optimal, but it's not bad. And Cassidy has a lot of options on first that are surprisingly effective, and on third that are the same. But I'm not going to deliberate too much on the map, and we're going to go ahead and hop into it. Let me go ahead and change some of these settings real quick, and then we'll get started. Okay. Also, nice skin combo. I love yellow. Fun fact, yellow, more specifically gold, is my favorite color. So you're looking fresh. Ginormous Anti. Okay, mistake number 1. We're playing a little bit too passive. You end up coming to this high ground, which is not bad. Helping your team out, and you're fanning too much. Okay, so we got a couple different problems. So problem number 1, try not to ride card as Cass. Pretty much ever. There's some situations where you are just kind of stuck on cart, but try not to come cart, because what you should be doing is you should basically immediately roll out and come tunnel. And you want to try to fish for a play in tunnel. The reason you want to do this is pretty much tunnel is never occupied by defenders. Like 80% of the time people are not playing here. And if they are, this is a good fight for you. Pretty much always. There's hardly ever a situation where this isn't good, and, you know, only if there's like a hog or a diva here, and that never happens. So you want to come under, and what you want to look for is you want to fish for a pick up top. If someone's playing up top and they're not paying attention, you want to shoot them, you want to distract them, and then if you lose, you just back up, no problem, grab the mega, do it again, okay, and just be annoying. Of course, you want to do this on timing. Like, you wouldn't want to do it now. This would be a little bit too early unless you can get the pick. But you want to just annoy people on timing with your team, so it relieves pressure on main, so it's easier for them to walk forward and or win the tank trade. So that is the play I typically go for. You also have this wide flank play, but this is also going to depend on timing, which I'm not going to elaborate on, but it's just something to be aware of. But it's not too bad that you come up here and help your team. I would just keep in mind that this flash is okay if it hit. I mean, you didn't realize Doom was going to punch, but you should really be shooting here. Don't fan the hammer. And you needed to stay on the high ground. I don't think you meant to roll off, but you needed to stay up there. Okay, so this is essentially suicide. This was a mistake as well. So I don't mind you shooting this. I don't mind you egoing this Sojourn, but you can clearly see that she has rail here, and you are ignoring her in favor of shooting this Mercy, but you are standing in the open. We are standing completely in the open. This is not good. This is no bueno from our Cassidy player. Do not do this. If you're going to fight her, respect her. So 80-80, strafe her stuff and dodge it accordingly. Don't just totally ego and move on to the next person. Makes no sense. You could have died here. So almost get the Mercy, which that would have been fantastic. Mechanically you're hitting shots, so it's not bad. Okay, I want to see you get off cart. Get off cart. So coming to this side is not bad. I also like his Cassidy, as you might imagine. I like to do, if I can remember my hotkey here. I can't remember my hotkey. Okay, we'll just use this. I like to come this way as well. So if you, instead of riding cart and coming up to this thing, I kind of cut it off, but instead of coming cart and going up the hill, you could have rotated all the way through here, played this rock, and contested the Ash. The only thing to keep in mind here is you're cut off from your team, so just be careful if you ever make a play like that. But not bad all in all. I would just prefer you come wider and get off cart. So even like, I would have even preferred you to come all the way, you know, find the time to rotate all the way over here to this rock and shoot from here. So once you're here, you can deny this rotation out if they ever come here. And then it just kind of gives you some more options on how to play and be aggressive and be better in your effective range. Cool. Yeah, so that Mercy, for example, would have been a lot easier to punish from here. And so just keep that in mind. All right, so yeah, so even here, unless you ego duel these guys, you know, I'm down if you like try to ego duel this Ashe or this Sojourn, knowing that your team is here to support you during this fight. Like you have a Juno and an Honor right next to you. Like I'd be down for that. But if you're not confident in this duel, I want to see you roll out and walk all the way around to come back around and wrap like this and fight them in the mid fight here. I would have liked to see either one. But here you kind of just play too passive and stay in main. Which is okay, because I mean this is not losing, but it's not the winning play. Like the winning play would be to find the mid fight rotation and come here. I mean, it looks like your Genji and Doomfist are doing a good job doing that, so maybe not. But just something to keep in mind. Like I would have made this play. I don't know if it would have been wrong or right, but that just intuitively makes sense to me. But I think this is probably fine too. Just sit in main. Because someone has to shoot the tank. Albeit you don't do very much damage to him. Okay, don't fan there, but otherwise fine. Okay, we walk back from spawn. Actually, when do we cap? Okay, so here you should have seen that you're winning the fight. As you can see here, your Doomfist is like actually Thanos and just killed 3 people. You should see that you're winning the fight, and you should also be looking through the wall to see like kind of what's going on at the fight. Like you should be peeking like, we just killed 3 and we're pushing cart. All right, sounds cool. You should be walking back immediately, and they added a new feature where if you're in spawn and then you cap a point, you can press F and it'll instantly teleport you to the next spawn. So you would have gotten instantly teleported here, or where is it? Sorry, you would have got instantly teleported here and saved a bunch of time. What the heck? I didn't even actually realize that there's like this alien stuff here. I don't know why. Anyway, yeah, you would have instantly teleported there and saved a bunch of time. But it's kind of nitpicky, but you should know about that. It's like a foundational part of the game. Cool. I don't want you on cart. I want you to take left side or right side, preferably left side. And now they have a diva. So one thing to keep in mind is diva is most certainly your hardest counter in the game. So you have to play really careful around diva. Defense matrix and boosters and micro missiles are extremely lethal against you. Cool. This is the perfect position for Cassidy. So great job. Aiming head level. Great job. Not a lot to be done. Ooh, I would not do this. Just stand here, bro. Just stay here. Well, we don't got to do anything. Actually, if you're worried about getting dove by D.Va, makes sense. Rotating away makes sense. You know what? This is probably actually optimal. I was wrong earlier. It's actually probably optimal to rotate away. But now she's D-Mech, so we're going back. We're going back. Perfect. Are you going to roll across? Okay, perfect. I'm down for that. KMM is currently Thanos. So this is quite the easy game for us. Oh, don't roll off. Just stay up here. This spot is actually quite good as Cass. To stay here. And it's you'll find that you'll win quite a bunch of fights if you stay here. Because once they drop for point, you just shoot them in the back and it's kind of like just free low. It also allows you to, once people drop, they won't really expect someone. I mean, the Doomfist is here, but they won't expect someone to come swing wide and shoot them back in the tunnel. So you can catch some supports that way as well. One thing you could be doing right now is also setting up for Deadeye. So if you're setting up for Deadeye here, you have a couple options. You can play like back here for Deadeye, like on this high ground and play this rock. Or you can play this original position back here, which is why I like this. You'll also see some cast players play up here, but this is just far. And it's going to be behind cover where your supports can't help. So that'd be another thing to keep in mind. But we do have Deadeye. That is a tool in our toolbox. Okay, I don't mind this Deadeye. Okay, we just need you to shoot. That's really what that came down to. You just need to shoot your gun. Whatever. But it was a good Deadeye. It was good enough of a Deadeye where you actually stuffed them and they couldn't come out. So it was great. Right even. Okay, I don't want you standing on the floor here ever. This is terrible. Why is this terrible? You have no cover and you're outranged. All of this is like 40 meters away. You're not gonna be able to do anything. Okay, I want to see you either come this way, the truck, and actually contribute to this fight, or creatively, you know, keep in mind the D.Va, so you have to play your life. You can come top right and look to shoot here. This is also a little bit out of your range, but notice how much of an angle and pressure you'd be putting on, right? Imagine our Doomfist and our Genji are not here right now. Okay, actually, even if they are there, look at where the D.Va would have to be looking to deal with us, right? She'd have to deal with now these guys and these people to the hard left, aka you to the hard left. So that angle is also good. So I would be looking to literally be anywhere other than main right now. Main is not optimal. Also, that's not a great roll, but whatever. Yeah, see, like, the roll was on cooldown. We could have got dove there, and that 1 second could have made all the difference in life or death. Okay, and notice, because we didn't really take a position earlier, or we especially didn't take this position earlier, we're kind of just stuck. Okay, so this is how bad positioning can snowball into giving you worse options for every subsequent fight, right? So for example, you're stuck in main, trying to contribute to the fight. We don't push up here. Because we don't push up here, we don't do any damage. We don't actually contribute to the state of the fight. And then our team gets pushed out and we're forced back here and it's kind of cooked. Okay, so just keep in mind that bad positions tend to snowball, and that's why fights will end up feeling bad. Don't roll forward ever. This is my #1 problem I have with Cassidy players. Never roll forward unless this guy is 1 HP. Unless he's 1 HP and the only way you're going to kill him around the corner is by rolling forward. Then use it by all means. But otherwise, never, ever do this. It's so bad. You're going to die. 95% chance you die right now. Let's see. Oh, and would you look at that? Tail is correct once again. This play is terrible, dude. Never roll forward. I don't care what's going on. Pretty much never roll forward. It's like almost always bad. Okay. Anyway, moving forward. Moving forward, not rolling forward. All right. Chilling in main. This is fine. We're winning the fight. Shooting people. Not bad. Okay, what's going on mechanically here? Why are we not landing shots? So this guy uses DM or whatever. Whoa, what's going on? Whoa, dude. What is going on? There's a lot. I understand there's a lot of particles going on. Holy moly. Okay. Tracking the D.Va. Okay, so this is tracking. Tracking D.Va. I think you just kind of get lost because there's so much shooting going on. It's hard for you to track the person. Whatever. Mechanics need a little bit of work, but not a big deal. Big flash. Big kill. All right. Let's take space. Any space takers? You know it's free? You know space is free right now? Wow, imagine this. We walk up here. We strut along here. We pull out our gun and we shoot these guys in the back. Imagine how crazy this play would be right now. It would go insane. It would go insane. Okay, we're still in main, chilling. Oh, you want to play would have been insane a second ago, right when this guy pops OC. This play would have went crazy. This play would have went crazy on this social warrant. That would have been amazing. See, this is how good positioning snowballs, right? This would have been a good position. You would have had the flank on the Roadhog, be able to shoot all these guys in the back, cause a distraction, and live, because there's an angle here and a mini. So you're chilling. And then once his Sojourn popped OC, we walk around here, we help our Genji, we kill bro, and then the game is over. The game is absolutely over. Or, instead of playing in main, our secondary option, which is also fantastic, is to come up here and, oh, would you look at that? It's a 3-course meal right here. We got the Mercy and the Kiriko and the Sombra lined up for us. With the help of our Doomfist, we would have killed these guys. I mean, you would have had to, you'd have to play your life a little bit, of course. Yeah, because they have the hacked Mega. You can get engaged on whatever. But, like, see, we can be actually contributing to something meaningful that's going to win the fight. But right now, we're just like AFK main. We got 3 guys on cart for what? For what, bro? And because we're in main, I mean, it doesn't end up being consequential, but notice this. We're in main doing nothing. Ana ignores us, but we also demand Juno Pocket. So playing in main is not free, right? Like, we demand resources for our team for suboptimal positioning. Big Deadeye. Bam, shoot our gun. Great. Yeah, I would have just fanned him here. He needs to die. So that was a fan type situation. Also, great perk selection. Personally, against a Roadhog, I mean, they weren't playing Roadhog before. They were playing Diva and something else. I would have picked the Fan the Hammer perk against Roadhog, but, I mean, there's no way for you to know that. So you're good. Honestly, well done. We'd love to see that. That was pretty well done. I would have liked to see you take different angles. You kind of play in main a lot, which ended up working out when they were playing Hazard. That was the other thing. It worked out when they were playing Hazard, but against other, in second and third, I think you could have done a little bit better. But generally, I thought it was like, okay. Oh, and we play tunnel. My man, this place is so good. It's so strong. You can kill people. Okay, do not do this. This is not tail recommended to swing out of tunnel. So the problem with doing this is you can take damage, and taking damage is bad. We don't want to take damage in spots like this, because taking damage means that we have to wait. We might have to use cooldowns. We might have to get the Mega. We just eliminate that possibility from the playbook. Okay. In the playbook, we want to just stand in tunnel. You're literally, I'm not even messing with you. You're just going to stand here straight up. You're not even going to turn your camera, because if you didn't know, when you turn your camera, you make a noise. Okay. I promise you, your feet make a noise when you turn. Don't ask me why. It's just the truth. Okay. So you're going to stand here and you're going to shoot people right when they come up to the door. And you're going to just literally do this till you die, effectively. I mean, you're going to back up and not die, preferably. But I mean it more metaphorically. You're going to do it till you die. And then you just shoot them. And then that's the plan. That's the plan. Speaking out, whatever. See, look at that. You had to roll. Man, if these guys were like the actual goats, they would push you now. Because you use roll. Roll is now on cooldown for 6 seconds. So that's a 6-second window you just gave the enemy team for no reason at all. No good reason at all to kill you. Perfect. Don't roll here either. What's the point? What are we rolling for? What are we dodging? Is something getting dodged? Are we about to shoot our 6 bullets? No. Maybe you thought they were going to push you, but even if they were going to push you, is one Fan the Hammer going to kill them? No, it's not. Right? Like, so don't roll. What is this roll? I mean, I can understand this roll a little bit more, but we need to be like, the goal with combat roll is your most important cooldown. Flash is pretty dog water. Don't worry about flash. Worry about roll. If your roll should 85% of the time be used defensively, and you want to greed it defensively. Okay, so you want to try to save it for the last second and then roll away and survive. Okay, not roll against the wall in anticipation that they push you. You should only roll against the wall to get a reload when you absolutely need ammo or you know you're gonna die anyway, right? Those are the only times you should be rolling against the wall. Okay. So what are we rolling for, bro? We just gave him another 6-second window to kill us. Okay. How many 6-second windows do you need to give them before you throw the game? You know, it's probably actually going to be 2 to 3, if not 1 to 2 in higher elo. So just stop rolling for no reason. It's going to get you killed, I promise. Okay, we're chilling main. I'm actually down for this. Because roll is on off cooldown. We know our Juno is right next to us, and our diva is diving. But it's not optimal. It's an okay play because it's timed properly, but we can do the exact same thing from just standing here, bro. Just come stand here and shoot them. Okay. Don't need to roll forward. What's the rule of thumb with roll? Oh, we don't even roll forward. We just kind of go point blank. Okay, so never mind. Scratch the roll thing. We just go a little bit too close to the enemy team for comfort, but I can understand why you did it. But because you were so close, you had to roll out, and you don't even have enough distance, so you die. So this was just, you got too close to them. I mean, you followed up with a diva, which is good principle, but yeah, you were just too close. Okay, that's a little bit unfortunate. Also, notice how this all snowballed because we gave up tunnel because we rolled in tunnel for no reason. Notice how this all like added up. Because you rolled here for no reason, you felt uncomfortable, and you just gave up too much space, so they were able to push in. If you were still here, you could have went for a wrap play and flanked the enemy supports, but we weren't able to do that. And then we rolled here, so it was awkward again, so we had bad positioning. Like, notice how your bad positioning is snowballing over and over again, right? How one small mistake can snowball over and over again. And this is why, if you just practiced your roll discipline, it'll have compounding effects on your gameplay. Right? Like, it would have prevented this one mistake that gave up all this space that lost this next team fight. Like, you would have effectively won a team fight because you saved roll properly. So it's the butterfly effect of Overwatch. Okay, we come top. Also, don't roll again. There's a potential, like, it's not urgent. You don't need to be here urgently. You could get dove. I mean, is it likely? No, but it's not a 0% chance that you get dove here. So just don't roll. Just walk here. Just walk. Because for all you know, you get headshot by a pocketed Ash, or I guess in this case, you get virused and kunai to the dome, and you need to roll to the corner. But if you don't have roll, you just die, right? So like, you need to be a little bit careful. I'm down for you to stand here though. Oh, we get hacked. Good headshot. Good roll backwards. We just die. That was a little bit unfortunate. Was there even like a better play here? How do we live here? Get hacked. Nope, you didn't really have a play. You got antied, and it was just kind of cooked. So I honestly don't think you did anything wrong here. The only like other thing that, well, let's evaluate. So the only other way, nah, dude, I think this is okay. Let's evaluate this. Okay, we come top left. Why do we come top left? Our team is top left. There's no one on the right side. Our Sojourn is not back yet. So the only other play you had was to come down here, which I can't imagine being good. There's not really a world where I imagine this is good. Man, this is also not good either. So maybe this is actually better to come this way and just be annoying and bait the dive. Honestly, I don't know. I think this was fine. I think you got kind of unlucky and just died. Okay. Moving on. Okay. Okay. It's actually good that you're not taking space here, because if you drop off this high ground, you're kind of just cooked on this point. So we need our tank to come back. Where's our tank? Okay, tank is like ETA 10 seconds. So we need to not be this far forward. Actually, no, it's probably fine. Our supports are here. Are we really going to get dove? Probably not. Oh, look at that. I'm a liar. We actually are probably going to get dove. And we do get dove. And we do die. Okay, so my hunch was correct. My hunch was correct. We should have just waited for our tank. Because this is like I knew it felt a little bit extensive. Like, this is just too wide, man. Like, it opens up potential of getting punished. And realistically, like, what are you going to be accomplishing here? Are you going to be able to do enough damage? Unless this monkey makes an egregious mistake, there's pretty much no situation where you're going to be able to punish somebody. Like, you would be betting on the enemy team being bad. So your best play is really just to sit here and just like chill and shoot them and then wait for your tank to jump out, then you take space. So this is another example of how bad positioning can snowball. I can understand why you're here, because it's like getting dove here with your team is a little bit unlikely, but they do use ultimates, and that's why you end up dying. So yeah, whatever. It's not, you know, it's not 100% terrible, but it could have been fixed for sure. I wouldn't have made that mistake, because I wouldn't have intuitively played that far up while I wait for my tank. Okay. Okay, so this was a mistake. So all your entire team. So one thing you need to identify on this point in particular is that if all 5 of you are coming top left, it's almost always bad. One of you needs to make the long rotation and come all the way over here and try to flank them from behind, or not flank them, but just like get a different angle, because getting stuffed here is really bad. I don't know why Blizzard hasn't reworked this point and made this like bigger or something, or just like added another window or something. Like this point is horrendous. So one of you need to identify that somebody needs to come out the right side, and in this situation it's going to be you, even if it means that mid fight you're going to end up having to suicide because you'll force the enemy tank to dive you. Let's say you come out here and Monkey comes over here and marks you. As long as you had good timing, you'll still get value, because it'll force this Monkey out of the choke, and it means your team can come out and contest point. And otherwise, if you all just stack 5 people here, nothing is ever going to force Monkey to get out other than damage, right? But he can just get double pocket from supports and he's chilling, right? Suzu, you know, beam whatever, like, and stay up. Like, they're about to have Ko, they can just kill the Monkey and he lives forever. He's, you know, Thanos. Yeah, look how awkward this is. Terrible Deadeye. But that Deadeye comes out of having bad position, and you wanted the Deadeye, the primal, but it was kind of just desperation because you needed to touch. Like, bad position snowball. Okay, so. All right, 3rd point, defense. Wow, both teams are not great at defense here. Shoot Monkey, we're making an egregious error. We are not taking a position right now. We are currently AFK. We are currently twiddling our thumbs. We are currently on TikTok in the middle of the game. Okay, we need to do literally anything else. I don't care what you do. You can come here. Come top left, you know, go fishing. Okay, come out here. Bam, bam, bam. Murr's dead. Or you can come out here top right. I don't care if you do this one either. This one's fine. Come up here. Contest this Sombra so she doesn't take space. Part of taking angles is so that when the enemy team comes to take space, they're like, oh my gosh, this space is not free. Okay, imagine you're here right now. This Sombra would be like, oh my goodness, there's someone here. I'm so scared. I have to fight this guy. I can't just stand here and do nothing. Okay, she would not be cloaked running around right now. You would be, you know, shooting the air, forcing her to translocate out, whatever, right? Okay, you don't want people to have space for free, because you just stand in main, you give this up for free, and this health pack got hacked. Look, so now if your teammate needed this, it's your fault, because you didn't contest the space. If the Genji was a 200 IQ genius, maybe he would have taken this right angle, and because you weren't here, it's your fault that he's here and he has his space. You could have contested this. So you made neither decision. You sit in main, so one thing I want to clarify is that there's a difference between like waiting for your tank and being proactive. Okay, like for example, when you died here because of the EMP, you were making the right play in like contesting space, but you just went too wide. It would be like in this situation if you came here and then you just like decided you wanted to play here for seemingly no reason. Okay, it's like, it's not exactly analogous, but let's just act like it is. Perfect. This doesn't make any sense, right? Your team is nowhere near you and you're pretty vulnerable. Okay, but yeah, so like that was your problem there. So here in this situation, this is close enough and safe enough where you can come to this angle and be fine. And as well as here, you can come here and be fine. And also, if they push you, you would see them. You have a lot of time and ample time to react and do something. Same thing with here. Generally, you have enough time to be able to rotate out and be fine. So that's kind of the key difference between those two moments of the fight. Okay. Anyway, big flash, big kill. Good job. We're taking right side. Good. Okay, cool. We're doing something. Okay, I'm down. So this is a situation where roll is not, you know, it's not optimal, but it's not bad. Okay, we're doing something with the roll. Missed the flash. You tried to fan the hammer because she's invisible and you have no idea where she is. I understand. Okay, that's fine. Looking good. We need to go right. We need to go left. Okay, so immediately when this thing come out, I am intuitively thinking, oh my goodness, I'm in the middle of the floor. I need cover. What do? We walk backwards. So you end up taking, I think, some Kiri kunais. What actually ends up happening? You get hit by... Yeah, you get hit by, I think, 1 or 2 kunais, and you die a lot faster. So you might have actually been able to live by like an Ana nade. Do we have nade? Yeah, we have nade. So your Ana maybe would have been able to keep you up. I don't even know, but they don't even have the opportunity to keep you up because you die so fast because you're, once again, you have bad positioning. We're standing in main, okay? We don't want to stand in main generally as Cass. Like what I want to see from you is to have look to play this angle or something here. I mean, this is riskier admittedly, but at least it's a play. Or you could have played back here on this angle. Like when people are talking about off angles, this is what they're talking about. They're talking about playing here and shooting from here. They're talking about playing here and shooting from here. They're not talking about standing here, okay? This is the key difference. Sometimes you'll have situations where playing main is the off angle. So in this situation, imagine Ana is right here stacked with you and your Kiri is also here. So in this situation, this isn't necessarily main, but now main is the off angle because most of your team is somewhere else, okay? So that's how you should really be thinking about angles and stuff like that. So we just don't really take an angle. We're sitting in main and it's easy to spam us out and get punished accordingly. Also, this isn't great architecture for Cassidy because there's no cover in main, right? So there's not a lot for you to play around. So when you do, on some maps, you won't get punished for playing in main because it's naturally good for Cassidy. Some example, what is like some good examples for this? I can't think of any off the top of my head. Yeah, I don't know. You put me on the spot here. But some maps you'll be playing main and you won't get punished as much because there's like relatively good cover for you to work with. But on this map, there's no cover and it's inherently bad for you. So you get punished for this mistake. So you'll feel it in different amounts on different maps if this is a consistent habit of yours. Also, you know they're playing monkey and monkey's a fan the hammer. You're gonna fan, or not a fan the hammer. He's a monkey. He's not a gun. Monkey is a tank that you know you're going to be fan the hammering a lot, so you should be picking the fan the hammer perk, not the Deadeye perk. And yeah, okay. Whoops, that's a mistake. Let us continue. What's going on? Come on, continue. There we go. Oh my gosh, we have things on our screen. Let me clear these real quick. Okay, let's continue. Okay, we die. Whatever. Okay. Come out right side. I think right side or left side or spawn doors are fine. Either one is fine. It's going to depend on the situation, but I'm not going to overthink it. We come out main. We are main lovers. Shoot the monkey. All right, cool. Get him out. Get him out. No angle currently being taken. Okay. Play here. If you want to be turbo greedy, play here. Okay, but I don't really recommend this one, but it's an option. You can play here. Right, play here. Like, think about something else, okay? Not just play main. Okay, we are currently doing nothing. And never mind. Shoot the tank. Shoot the tank. You know what would have gone crazy right now? Big flank play. You know what would have been crazy? You know, an insane play here actually would have been, this whole time, we're thinking to ourselves, man, where do I want to be next fight? So I think they haven't really used Blade in a while. So maybe, what do we have for ultis? We actually have only Primal. Primal's not really going to help me at all. That's more to like bail out the monkey. So I think probably my best play is going to actually be to do something ratty because I don't really know how I'm going to deal with the Genji otherwise. So maybe my best play is going to be to maybe play in this mini room and look for a timing on backline when they do push up, because I know when they push up, they're going to have to commit, right? They're playing Genji, Sombra, Monkey. So maybe I'll look for something here. You know, there's a chance I die, but even if I die, oh well, I had a plan in mind. Or, you know, I know they're going to blade, so let me try to consciously play a little bit further back. I'll play on this truck maybe, so that when I know they dive, I'm not in dash range, even with double dash, okay? So that means I'll be a little bit safer. But here's the problem. We don't even think about anything. We're kind of just like, man, I hope I don't die. Like, I really hope I can shoot these guys. Like that's what we're thinking in our brain right now. Like we need to like have a plan. Like I really didn't care either of those plans, or if you had something else in mind, but we really just kind of stand here. Like we're too reactive. You need to be a little bit more proactive in how you're thinking about this, because right now the way you're playing is not going to carry and win your games. This is very much just like you showed up. You know, you're playing on your childhood elementary school baseball team, and you're just kind of showing up because your mom told you to. Okay, I need you to get out there and try to win the game. I need you to hit slam dunks. You don't hit slam dunks in baseball. I need you to hit home runs. Okay, I need you to actually consciously think about what you're going to be doing and do that, not kind of just sit around. Okay. Anyway, so we do nothing, and we just effectively like quote unquote catch, but without ultimates, and then bro dies. You know, and then you get primaled. Okay, so I'm not saying this fight was winnable, but you could have at least like invented a play to make that winnable. Okay, or you also needed to identify. You unfortunately died at Deadeye 99. You needed to identify. Holy cannoli! I'm really close to my Deadeye. Let me go farm Deadeye real quick. But we also just sat main. So like, there were a handful of options you had to win this fight, and we chose none of them. But you didn't throw. Notice how you didn't throw, but you lost. So as a result, like. You're gonna feel powerless. You'd be like, oh man, but like, how was I supposed to win that? We were at an ultimate disadvantage. Okay, invent something, make it up, figure it out, get creative. That's the thing. You gotta like, that's Overwatch. Like if you're at a disadvantage and you know you're gonna be at a disadvantage, come up with a play. Like go from there. Get creative. That Genji sucks. All right, but we win those. Okay, big flash. Oh my goodness gracious. We're actually the GOAT. All right, you know what I see you do? I want to see you take a position. Even better, I want to see you take an angle. What happens? Oh my goodness. We're taking an angle. Genius play. Oh my goodness, but then we drop down immediately. Dude, what is your obsession with main? Stop. For the love of main, actually get out of main, bro. It's just... dude, I'm totally down if you stand here and just shoot them from here. You can see truck from here, bro. Just shoot them from here. No, and you also roll forward. It's gonna get you killed. It's another 6-second window where you can die. What are we doing? What are we doing? Dude, you gotta, oh man, you gotta get out of main. Like you can, I hope you're really understanding how big this problem is. Like this is a really big issue. We're not doing any, like I would have rather, like, yeah, this whole time, you end up walking forward because your team is walking forward, but like, man, we're just not doing anything. But you're not throwing. Notice how you're not throwing, right? I mean, you're not inting, but you're soft throwing in the sense that nothing is happening. You're not initiating plays. You're just catching and staying alive. Which can be good in situations, but like this is not how we win games. This is not how we carry games. Okay, we're spy checking. I'm down for it. Oh, we're gonna poke a little poke action. No poke action. Okay, understood. Monkey bubble. All right, let's poke. All right, we roll out. All right, cool. No angle taken. I understand they're playing dive. Like, I will acknowledge that they're playing dive and it can be scary, but you can still take angles against dive. Like, you can still play here, which is safe enough, and be able to roll out because you can see them if they are going to dive you, and you can read the room and understand if you're the dive target or not, and then roll out, right? Like, you can still, like, do something else other than sit in main the whole time. Okay. Dang, this guy is farming primal, actually. That's crazy. He had 2 primals. Okay, sorry. Okay, whatever. Unfortunate. But we just kind of trolled on third, honestly. We didn't do anything. Okay, don't play up here. Don't play up here. It's not good. Not good. I don't care if they're playing dive. Do not play up here. You know what? Nah, man, dude. Even if they're dive, I can understand why you're playing up here against dive. You know, I can get it. Because it can get... Yeah. Man, I just don't think... Because what's good is we can... Okay, let me take a step back. I understand why you're playing up here. Because if they do dive, you can catch and flash fan the hammer the monkey, whatever, and get him out, okay? And it also means that your core is going to be pretty stacked up. But the problem is you're going to give up a lot of space. You sacrifice space for that comfort. So you're not contesting this, so they'll be able to get this rotation for free, and then whenever they do dive, the Genji can just dash through and, do whatever he wants. So you win some, you lose some, okay? You have to kind of figure out what you want to do. I personally would be playing on the floor because I just think this angle is too strong. I just think it's way too strong on Cassidy. I play it pretty much every time. So I don't know. Am I right? I don't know. Am I wrong? I don't know. It's just going to depend on what you want to trade off here. I don't know why your Ana's playing there, but whatever. She's getting creative. She's trying to figure out a way to win, I guess. Okay. And ironically, you almost die here because you were the only guy playing up top, which is a little bit ironic. Yeah, I would have been playing here and I wouldn't have died to that. I mean, you didn't die, but that wouldn't even have been a risk. And then your team throws. Yeah, so this isn't really your fault, to be honest. Like, your Ana's kind of, I don't know if your Ana has 300 IQ or 10 right now, unfortunately. Yeah, because she should be up top, I think. Her and the Zen should both be stacked up top, I think. It's like optimal for them. I don't know, whatever. I'm not going to overthink this because at the end of the day, I don't think you made an egregious error. I'm just trying to think of ways like you could have had more impact. Do we swap? We swap the Reaper. Okay. Wraith is good for stalling, and it's Reaper's pretty good against Monkey. No, that swap. You could have also gone Tracer. Okay, we needed a Wraith when we heard Hack come out. That's all right. Shoot Monkey. All right, we don't even use our cooldowns. Okay. So we could have got creative here. We could have like, are we the guy stalling? No, there were 3 of us on the cart. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna go too crazy on that. All right, the situation is looking quite dire, unfortunately. So we need to like figure out a way to win. So do we have any ults in the bag? We just have Primal. Okay, we get hacked here. Oh. Okay. TP backline. Give me a TP backline. Huge TP. Okay. Bam, bam. Bam. All right. Cool. Shoot the monkey. Play comes out perfect. Okay. We ordered them off cart. Excellent. Cool. Did we go back cast? We do. Okay. I want to see I'm going to mind control you into a tunnel rollout. You're currently being mind controlled into a tunnel rollout. No, dude. No. Dude, we gotta get... I mean, this is probably fine, actually. Shooting her here is probably fine. All right, now we're going tunnel. Here's the thing. They're playing D.Va, which is your worst counter in the game, but whatever. So what we're going to come over here. We're going to make a bunch of noise. We're going to shoot people. And then we're going to make them metaphorically poop themselves. They're going to be like, oh my goodness, there's a Cassidy. He's playing in tunnel. This is so scary. He might 2-tap me. And then they're going to be like, holy cannoli, I got to shoot him. And then they're going to roll away. Okay. Or they're going to slide out or whatever. And then the D.Va is going to be like, holy cannoli, my backline. There's a 50% chance this happens. Okay. She's gonna be like, holy cannoli, my backline. There's a Cass here. I can actually dive him because I hard counter him. And then you're going to bait her out of the angle. And oh my goodness. Guess how much space your team gains? A ton. They gain like 15 meters because you're the GOAT. Okay, but we don't do any of that. And we stand in main, and the enemy defender's plan goes according to plan. Okay, so we need to throw a wrench in their plan if we can. Okay, we needed to aim gap her, but that's okay. Bam, bam. Oh, we need to aim gap. Where's my headshots at? Give me a headshot. Oh, what happened here, actually? We just take too much poke, I think? Yeah, so, yeah, bad positioning. So we're low HP. We get hit by the Soge thing, and then we die because we have bad positioning. Okay, that's like, see how bad positioning snowballs? We're in main for basically no reason. We take a bunch of damage and die. If you were here and you took a bunch of damage and die, at least there was less pressure down main, but you kind of just died for free. Okay, so that's why like playing main ain't always good. Even if you went to tunnel and you died, they at least had to look at you and you died. Like they at least had to not just stare down main and kill you, right? You made space by dying. This is dying for free, and we never want to die for free. Okay, so that was your mistake. Okay, I'm down. Honestly, I like the angle. You just kind of mechanically, you know, not great mechanically. You know what happens. I have moments like this too. We needed to land some headshots. Oh, whoops. What the heck? All right. Sorry, I went like forward and backwards at the same time. Okay, so we come tunnel. Is it good timing? Yeah. It's not bad. Not bad timing when we peek. Our monkey's not in, but you know, we can help our monkey a little bit by taking some pressure off him. Do we have good movement? No, we don't have good movement. Okay, we go too wide. That's really our key issue here. Look how wide you are from the corner. Let's actually watch this from Bad Aim 2's perspective, who, contradictory to his name, actually aim diffs you. Bam. Oh my goodness gracious, you got gapped. Why did you get gapped? Dude, you're in Narnia, man. Play the angle. Look. Bam. Bam. You're dead. Did you have roll? Yeah, you had roll as well. You could have rolled back. So I didn't mind the angle. You just kind of got aim gapped. So this is a situation where I want to emphasize that I don't think the angle is actually 100% wrong. I mean, it's not optimal, of course. Like, you needed to play your life better here, but the play isn't wrong. You just made the play incorrectly. Okay, so I wouldn't beat yourself up for dying here and never go tunnel ever again. I would just be like, okay, maybe I could have played. After I noticed that the Kiri and Ana is both looking down tunnel and fighting me, maybe I should just give it back and rotate, right? Like, just, you know, don't beat yourself up for dying here. You know, at least you tried something. Okay. Okay. I want us to get out of main. We are currently in main. We got 3 on cart. Okay. If you're consciously thinking about putting 3 on cart, then okay. But if you're not, then you need to do something else. All right, whatever. We get deadlifted this fight. Wrong. Wrong. I wish I had the game show noise. You need to come up here, bro. Come on. You made the right decision the first time. Come up here. Come up here, fish for something, dude. We're going fishing. But we're going fishing for elo, okay? You're going to come up here and you're going to shoot your gun. Hopefully someone dies. And if they push you, you just run away, okay? You got to roll. Just roll down here. Your support's going to be generally close enough to heal you. And you should be okay, okay? I'm coming up here and I'm getting a little bit greedy. I'm not going to, like, push, but I'm going to be playing the angle, you know? Okay. Not a good dead eye. I mean, it's kind of... Actually... Let's see. Are you stuck? And that's why you deadeye? No, you like deadeye backwards. Why? Did you hear someone? Yeah, I don't know if you thought the Doom went over you or something. Why are... Your supports are turning around to heal monkey, so I don't really actually know why you do that. Jeez, I can't find you. Yeah, okay, this is just kind of a strange deadeye. And then we're stuck in main, and it feels terrible. Because why does it feel terrible? Because we're not on an angle, okay? And we're too late to any rotation. So there was pretty much nothing you could have done there other than like turbo aim gap them, which I don't expect you to do. Okay, we're getting in times of desperation. Okay, a little preemptive on the flash, but that's all right. Also, good choice in perks. Oh wait, we just win. Okay, your team deadlifted you. I'm being real, your team, you didn't really do a lot. But I hope this VOD was helpful. I think really you're not proactive at all. You play a lot in main, which can be okay and you can get rewarded for that. Because the one thing you're not doing is like actively throwing, right? You're not like making dumb plays. You're just not you're kind of just like taking the easy way out, right? You're kind of just like showing up and collecting the consolation prize, okay, which is free low occasionally. You know, your best friend is the guy that's practicing hitting home runs, and you're over here just kind of eating Lay's chips and drinking Gatorade, and you know you're in it for the ride. I need you to lock in and try to make some plays, okay? Even if they are dive, you can still take angles. As long as you're conscious with your roll, you'll be okay, okay? You'll figure it out. You're a smart guy. Also, the other thing is as well is that we need to stop just randomly using roll. It's getting you killed, and it's also preventing you from making plays because roll is on cooldown. And when roll is on cooldown, that's 6 seconds of you being able to die and you not being able to really do anything. So be really conscious about your role. If you have to like boil it down to one sentence, you should be greedy defensively with your role instead of using it offensive, right? The only time you want to roll forwards is when you need to roll forward to guarantee a kill, okay? And most times you don't need to do that, okay? It's only a handful of times, and you'll know it when you see it. But other than that, your mechanics, of course, need to work, but everyone needs mechanical work. But I think as long as you really hammer in on, or hammer down, I guess, maybe it's a little bit too Reinhardt, but if you focus on taking angles a little bit more, I think you'll climb like at 3 divisions. I think you're in a good spot. But other than that, thank you for the VOD. This was a very entertaining watch. I think a lot of people can learn a lot from this, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.